Well, we came to this village, Wommels, up here in the north of the Netherlands, simply because on Park for Night we found a campsite which had some space and a beautiful place, and what a surprise it's been. What a stunning little village, such welcoming people, really fabulous. We actually found a pub and went in for a quick drink, and were very soon surrounded by locals and spent the night chatting away, learning about the area, learning about the people. Absolutely tremendous. What a beautiful place. Another place that's on the list to come back to. We're here with our new friends in this town in Netherlands. What's the name of the town?
Wommels.
Wommels.
In the center of Friesland.
Wommels in the centre of Friesland. And what's your name?
Germ.
Germ.
Yeah. When you pronounce it in English, it's Germ.
Okay.
Yeah. My name is Jelle. It's a typical Frisian name.
Fantastic. Pleased to meet you.
Steuntje.
Dat is Steuntje.
Steuntje.
Nice to meet you. Dat is
Fantastic.
Yeah. Germ ken je.
Dat is Germ.
And we're drinking the
What's your name?
Typical Frisian national drink. National drink.
perfect. What do we say for cheers again?
Soens.
Suns.
Yeah, soens.
Suns.
Ja.
Subboot is Now this is in the Friesland region of the Netherlands. It's an area which actually has its own completely unique language, which the people here are very proud of and very keen to make sure is maintained. That's really cool. It's called Fries. They also have a game up here which is played with a small ball, and you basically throw it up the field and try and get it down between two lines, and the people on the other team have a glove on one hand and they basically have to whack the ball back again. I'll try and find a little clip of it from the internet to show you.
Dat is knap.
Jammer dat het zo stokt.
Ja, en dan wist vierde, is dat dan nog een plak waarvan je zegt, nou ja, had je waarom je
This is the field where they play that, the local team. Can you see those people over there practicing whacking the little ball backwards and forwards? Now you might be able to tell from my voice that we had quite a late night last night. We certainly made the most of the hospitality of the Wommels locals. Fabulous guys, thanks for the time you spent with us last night. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and let's hope we see you guys again someday. The bar we're in is called the Yim Bar. Yim coming from the initial letters of the owner's three children. It celebrated its 20th anniversary just a few weeks ago with a big party. And the word Yim means our, so it's our bar, and I think it's our bar now too. Really fabulous, what a place. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. We're driving across the top end of the Netherlands at the moment, and we've come across the Afsluitdijk, or the Afsluitdijk, which is a massive construction. It's 30 kilometres long, and despite its name, it's not actually a dike, it's actually a dam, and it takes the water, or it blocks the water from the North Sea, which is there over the other side, and this waterway, which is at quite a lot lower level. I'm not sure exactly how much, I think about 4 meters, and it basically keeps the sea out of the Netherlands and keeps the land dry, you know, all the reclaimed land that's much lower than the than sea level. So 30 kilometers long, that's massive, isn't it?
It's huge.
Probably a quarter of the way across, maybe less. There's this little information centre and a little spit of land that's been created. It was quite big actually. So there's parking, you can go and find out about the place. There's even some houses on it, but it's a man-made bit of land.
Yeah, it is. And I'll show you from further up where you can see the sort of lay of the land more easily. But on this side, the water, we're at sort of ground level and the water's right here. But in recent years, sort of the last 20 years, they've built up the other side of the dam by about, it looks like about 5 or 6 metres because of rising sea levels. Because clearly you wouldn't want the sea to be coming over the top of something like this, would you? Beautiful building that this little museum's housed in. This is the North Sea side of this dam. There's absolutely dozens and dozens of sailing boats out there taking advantage of this absolutely beautiful weather. And you can see here, this concrete side of the dam is what was new and been built up in the recent years, and then over the other side is the kind of lagoon, whatever it's called. That is the huge lock and also lifting up bridge if a tall boat needs to come through. And also along this dam there are huge water pumps because the dam itself isn't sufficient to keep the water out, so that's constantly pumped with what are some of the biggest water pumps in the world to keep the Netherlands dry. And of course, keeping the Netherlands dry is a really, really good thing because it's such a stunning country. Really beautiful place. And it appears it's also a very good place for wind turbines for generating electricity. Now, isn't that remarkable? We are basically halfway across this dam, and there's a petrol station. A petrol station in the middle of the sea, halfway across this dam. That's how big this dam is. A spot for a bit of fishing. For anybody harbouring the notion that the world might actually be flat, this is quite a good place to come for a little bit of education, because this dam actually disappears over the horizon. It is that long, you can't see the end of it. Now, this footbridge here is closed at the moment because it doesn't go anywhere. The tower over on the side there, which is currently having some refurbishment, is a tower that you could climb up to get a good view, but as I say, it's currently being refurbished, so we can't walk across there. And we're reaching the other side 30 kilometres later, crossed the North Sea, or this little corner of it, and we're approaching the other side of the Netherlands.
Medemblik for the afternoon, having camped up just, 4 miles away from here, and just stumbled across this truck festival. So we've got lots of trucks. I don't know whether anybody's interested in trucks, but we can show you these lovely trucks. Ben's excited to go and have a look at the fire engines now.
Not particularly.
He's fibbing. He was racing down here.
We found the winner of the willy waving contest. It's definitely the biggest one we've seen so far today.
Wow.
We're here at the truck festival having a wonderful dinner.
At Bistro P3.
What have we got?
Well, we've got this mix and match sort of like thing. So we've got mackerel, and we've got carpaccio, and we've got steak tartare, and we've got an egg mayo thing, and we've got caprese salad. Yeah, all really nice. And these lovely fresh bread rolls.
Beautiful.
It's really nice. Yeah.
And some lovely trucks to look at.
Yeah. After visiting Medemblik, we were relaxing at the van and heard a very loud sound of a huge swarm of bees. There were thousands of the little fellas flying around the campsite, and they even eventually settled on a tree right next to our van. A beekeeper was called, and he came to their rescue, shaking them into a special bee box. And after a couple of hours, they'd all climbed in to be with their queen, and they were taken away to their new home.
Zaanse Schans is an open-air museum dedicated to preserving the historic ways of life and buildings of the 18th and 19th centuries that are typical of the Netherlands. The windmills, houses and artisan workshops were moved here in the 1960s to create this fascinating place. It's completely free to enter and is well worth stopping off to see.
After visiting Zaanse Schans, we travelled a little further south and enjoyed a wonderful evening with some of our diving buddies. What a fun time we had with some great food, enjoying their company. Thanks you guys, and we'll see you again soon.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. They're all mad.
Hello.
These are our mad friends.
Special friends.
Special friends.
Find them.
This is our very last afternoon on our wonderful trip. We're at a great campsite for the last night and they've got boats to hire. So we've hired a boat just to come out on these wonderful waterways and see what's happening out here. Just have a look at a bit of nature and just generally relax. So yeah, next 2 hours we're on board this lovely, well, it's quite a big boat actually, with 2 of us on a boat for 8 people. Can't be bad. Electric boat, very nice. And
No idea where we are on this map.
Ben's at the helm.
Trying to navigate.
Cruising around for a couple of hours was great fun, and although the tulips are finished, it's hatching season for many birds. The baby coots are not very pretty, but they're still very cute, and the great crested grebes carrying their babies were beautiful. There is also often a hungry sparrowhawk watching, because they need to feed their babies too. Lovely sunny afternoon. Again, we've been really lucky with the weather.
It's amazing weather, amazing weather.
Yeah. Incredible.
This is one of those things, they call it a whisper boat, and it's a electric motor. So it's a traditional outboard style helm with a electric motor, and it's lovely. the quiet, sort of silently pottering along. Beautiful. Now, one thing we find on these trips is that the journey home can sometimes be a little bit sad, because you want to carry on travelling, don't you? But it's been magnificent because we were able to spend our very last but one night with our friends, enjoying their company and spending some time exploring this part of the Netherlands, which, if you have not explored before, you really ought to, because it is absolutely beautiful. Get yourself a little whisper boat and potter around the canals. It's splendid. If you're a few weeks earlier in the season, you'll also be going around the tulip fields. Excuse me, just looking up here, we have to duck now because we're going under a very low bridge. That's fine, we made it in one piece, just about. So I think we're going to be leaving tomorrow lunchtime or so down to the Hook of Holland port and away over back to Britain.
We came prepared. Well, it is the last day. Cheers.
Well, there we are, 6,209 miles, and we're at the ferry terminal at Hook of Holland, heading back to the United Kingdom. The end of a magnificent trip.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. We've had the most amazing time all together. It just, every single country that we've been into, we've absolutely loved. It's just been great, and can't speak highly enough. Definitely want to come back and do this at some point. I even think we picked the right time of the year, so that was just great. And to finish it, the last bit to finish off in Holland with our friends was perfect. So here we go, back to England.
Our next video is going to be a summary of this whole trip, and with lots and lots of lessons that we've learned about touring up towards the Arctic and Scandinavia and the countries before you get there, Netherlands, Germany, Denmark. Absolutely amazing places. So stay tuned. This is not the end of our videos, so there'll be lots more to come with the summary of this trip and also our plans for the future, and a few more modifications to the van. So it's going to be good.
Thanks for being with us so far, and we'll look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Bye.
Bye.